We're living in pretty interesting times. We work without working, study without studying, and us, the teaching community, well, teaching. The fact is, we are in an online environment, not by choice, but by circumstances. And while I think it is not the best to have only online classes, I understand the needs of people to stay safe, and we can work around that. And the first thing we need to do is to ensure that we have the best possible configuration to work. So let's do this. Part 1. The computer. We cannot expect to just use our smartphone and have the best tools at hand, but we will tackle that later. We need a computer, either a desktop or laptop. Nowadays there are plenty of good deals in computers. As students, any custom-built PC or laptop can do the trick. However, for us teachers, who have to deal with more programs and administer the class, we need to spend some extra bucks for a computer that can work well and we don't have to repair every year. Remembering, of course, that some maintenance and cleaning every couple of months is required. An investment of around $300 to $350 can be expected. Part 2. Internet. As we are going to host the class, it is important that we make everything in our hands to avoid the infamous bottleneck effect while on online sessions, and for that we need to have a decent internet connection. Here in Mexico, most internet providers have DSL services and optic fiber services. Both can guarantee speeds from 20 Mbps to more than 1000 Mbps. Hold on. What is Mbps? This stands for megabits per second, which is the amount of data that is transferred across connections. It is important to know that in order for information to be stored in your computer, it is grouped in bytes. 8 bits equal 1 byte. So, when you see your download speed, if your connection is 30 megabits per second, you will see your download will be around 3.75 megabytes. Being said that, based on the amount of data that you will send through your online class, images, video, sound, the recommended speed connection should be around 20 to 30 Mbps or up. There are plenty of places in the internet for you to test your connection. For example, in here we have the Ookla testing, which can help us check how much information we are sending and we are downloading. First, it checks how much data, the speed that we are downloading, and then it checks the speed we are uploading. Based that I am paying for a 100 Mbps service, I think this shows that I'm getting the value of the connection that I am paying. There is no favorite internet provider here in Mexico. My advice here is to investigate and be ready to take the best offer that you can. Part 3. Apps and smartphones. We need a smartphone? While it is not a must for the online class, it certainly helps to get some application that boosts our interaction in the sessions. To list each and every app and program will be impossible. There are some great and common ones like Kahoot, Google Docs, etc. The advantage nowadays is that we already have apps that work on our computer and the smartphones at the same time and are becoming incredibly easy to use. So the barrier for teachers and students that don't use them is being thrown down every day. The advice here is experiment. See what works for you. Especially for students to have the opportunity when we have to share screens. There is this application that is called Meme, which helps us to recreate the environment of an Android cell phone or tablet in our PC. This could help us a lot if we have to explain the functions on a specific app to our students, as it recreates the apps as if we are working with our cell phone. And it's totally free to download and test. So I think it will help you a lot if you are working in Windows and an Android environment. I think this will boost the interactivity in your classroom. I think the moment to create the perfect class is still far, far away. But now that we're working in online classes, we have the perfect opportunity to boost our creativity as teachers and the creativity of students. And I hope this creativity goes beyond that, and when we return to the classroom, this creativity perseveres. I think the experimentation is the key.